What's good? What's good? We're back here for Stop, Drop, and Listen. I'm your boy, Darryl Blalock.
And I'm Big Joe Rosati. You know, D was out for a couple weeks, so we back here. Glad he's doing well. Glad he had a good holiday. So we're going to rip this off right now. We're going to get it. So what did you want to start with today, big dog?
Let's talk about Deion.
Yeah, we can do that.
Talk a little about Deion.
Yeah.
So we all know that Deion left Jackson State, and he took the job at Colorado. And it's a mixed bag of emotions. I think that, a lot of us, especially where I'm from Mississippi, so, he had a different impact for the locals of Jackson, Mississippi, and just HBCUs across the board. So, and, it's the reactions that he's getting, man, it's, unless you're from that world and you're from the HBCU world, it's kind of tough to even understand. But on the outside looking in, it looks like it's, he just took the job. Good for him. He took the job in Colorado. But, but people back home are hurt. They're devastated. And I just feel bad for them. I'm happy for Deion.
Right.
I feel like he did more than enough for HBCUs and our little rivalry, because I went to Alcorn State University. So, but yeah, no, man, it's tough all the way around. Like, you want him to move up and get what he deserves, but then you're like, what about us too?
Right. No, I mean, and I totally agree with you. And I know we talked about this a little bit before we had the show today. And my whole thing is these college coaches, they don't commit. He signed a contract for 5 years. He went into these young adults' homes and sat there and talked to their families. I'm going to take care of your son, and he's going to evolve as a man and as a football player. And then something comes along and they leave. And it happens all the time now.
Yeah.
I mean, the days of the Bobby Bowdens and even, Robinson, those days are done, man.
Yeah.
It's done. And that's what I don't like about it. And I totally respect where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. And that's the whole thing. There should be a loyalty to it. And there's no loyalty to it anymore.
I just think that, these days, it's tough. Like, the expectations are always high, and upward mobility is always, who wants to just stay at a FCS school? Like, if you were a big dog and if you're someone like Deion and you do things, right, everything he's done has always been major. So I can see why, being at FCS school, I saw a conquered, let me move up to the big leagues, to the FBS schools, So I respect it. I completely respect it, but I just feel sad.
But you probably would have respected more if he played out his contract instead of leaving when the playoffs are starting.
Well, in the perfect world, in the perfect world, I would have, of course, it would have been like, okay,
yeah,
I got 2 more years left on my contract. I'm gonna fulfill the duties of my contract, but before I leave, I'm gonna make sure that everything is copacetic. I'm gonna leave this in place. I'm gonna, I would in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world. And opportunity comes knocking, you gotta take it.
It happens all the time. I mean, Lane Kiffin was notorious for it. I mean, that dude, like, he would just, he wouldn't even say bye. He just out. And I can't remember the other coach a couple years ago. Like, he sent a text message to the team.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they showed up, and he talked for 5 minutes, it was out. Mm-hmm. Or it might have even been a Zoom. It might have been during quarantine.
Yeah.
But like I said, where is the loyalty? That's where it's supposed to be loyal, because, like we've talked before on this, college football fans, college fans in general, they're the most loyal in the books to me.
It don't get no more loyal than us, man.
Because that's real loyalty. They're loyal to their schools. Fans are loyal to their schools. Alumni are loyal to their school. I mean, I'm a Fresno State alumni. I'm not crazy, but I know what's going on, and that's my college team. It should be. I went to Fresno State, but there's no loyalty is even leaving from that.
I mean, so listen, but that's why they created the transfer portal, so that and at first it was just you could just leave once a year. But now with the portal, you can leave at the end of I think December, I believe, and then you can also do it again at the end of spring, to give you an opportunity if a coach decides to take another job, or if you get beat out for your position groups, that you can transfer to another school. So I mean, I think that kind of levels it out. It doesn't change the fact that a coach recruited you to come to this particular school, and then he gets another job or he gets fired, and you're asked out. That's why you have the transfer portal. So the good old days will never be. We in Rome now, and this new And hey. And guess what though? Julius Caesar ain't the emperor no more.
I love that.
Julius Caesar ain't the emperor no more. Caligula is.
Not only that, just because everybody knows I'm a Raider fan with that hat on, and Davis dropped that bomb the other day. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, but I mean, we're talking about two different things. But I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And the new playoff system coming now too.
Yeah.
But like we said, man, it's gonna be the SEC.
Let me tell you something. It's gonna be SEC versus Big Ten with another throwing the school here.
Maybe
and
ACC a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, I may throw in either Clemson or or TCU or Oklahoma. Well, they coming to Oklahoma and Texas coming to the SEC.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's gotten to the point where it's going to be crazy, but I'm excited finally to happen.
I'm excited because we have Bama in our schedule every year. So not to mention we have to play Florida. Yeah. We have to throw in Tennessee every other alternating year, or Georgia every other alternating year. Now you can have two losses and still be, as long as you're in the top 12, you're good.
Right.
We're going to be in that thing.
That's for true. That's for true.
Yeah.
Well, let's go into the NFL for a little bit. So what do you think about everything going on? Who's your team to get to the Super Bowl?
Let me tell you something. It ain't no world beaters out there this year. Yeah. And it can go any way here. I always say the Chiefs, but hey. The first of the year, Cincinnati started out 0-2.
Yep.
What they is now? What they 7-4 now?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Joe Burrow, he got them boys ready, and Jamar Chase is getting healthy. Listen. Then Lamar Jackson got hurt. He's hurt. So I think in the Pittsburgh is down. Cleveland ain't about to do anything. So
no, I mean Buffalo just locks Von Miller for the year.
Oh, I didn't know he was for the whole year. Yeah. I thought it was just
he's done.
I got Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati after AFL. I mean, I say AFL. Well, AFC.
Technically, you're right. I mean, but I don't know, man. You'd have to throw a dart, and I said that about the AFC in the beginning of the year. Like I couldn't, because the Jets. The Jets are intriguing, man. The Jets and Miami are both intriguing. Now, here's the thing is, and when we talk on here, there's certain analysts I really like to listen to. And one is Herm Edwards. I love Herm Edwards. I'm a big fan of Herm Edwards. I met Herm Edwards when I was a kid.
You met every damn body.
Well, But here's the thing. Him and Stephen A were getting into it, and he goes, Miami is going on the road for 3 weeks on the road and wants to see what they did. And Frisco beat the brakes off them last week. So that one is a little intriguing. The Jets, they shit the bed against Minnesota. They should have won.
Yeah.
They were in control to win. So when we sit here and looked at, there's, 5 weeks left in the season, basically. Wait, hold on. Or 6. 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
How many games are left in college?
Yeah, 5. No, we got it. It's 5.
Let's see if it's 5.
Hey, we both already had a long day, so we'll just put it. Yeah, it was 5. It's 5. I should have known that off the top. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, if you look at everybody's on top of Dallas right now, they look good. But here's the crazy thing. I know you got that beautiful lid on. OBJ is not going to play this year.
I don't think so either.
Because they went into the physicals and found that knee's not ready yet. So I read something Dallas wants him next year.
Dallas need going to get somebody, because guess what? Dallas is going to do what Dallas is going to do. Let me tell you about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to look good on paper. They're going to warm your little heart every year. How? What's their record now?
Shit, they lost 3 games.
So
2 games.
They're 8-3, 9-3.
Yeah,
man. Listen.
Well, they played 12 games, so they're.
Well, it don't matter what the hell they is. They not gonna do nothing.
Cowboys are 9-3.
They're 9-3. The Cowboys ain't doing nothing, man. They gonna get that divisional.
Dude, that division's the best in football.
Crazy,
for once,
right?
For East, East for once is competitive. It's
Eagles
crazy.
are 11-1.
The Eagles are at the top.
Ain't that crazy how last year they were the worst division, and all of a sudden this year they're the best division?
It's out of control, bro. Like when you sit here and look at it, I mean, it's unbelievable how crazy and how competitive it is. And the other East is the same way.
AFCs.
Got it up for you, Joe, right there.
Look at the AFC East.
Yeah.
Look at that shit. Okay. Go down, go up. I mean, you got my West, where the Raiders have decided to start playing now. The Ravens. Look at that division.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be Bengals. Bengals taking that all day.
And then this one, look at this.
Ain't that crazy?
That's just insane. Look at that.
The Colts is 4-8, and they can be a wild card.
And the Raiders lost to both these. Dude, whatever. That's a whole different subject.
Titans ain't doing nothing.
No. Well, I don't know. Teams get hot. I mean, I'm a big Derrick Henry fan. I think he's a monster.
I love him, but I don't think they're not doing nothing this year. I got the Cowboys. The Cowboys.
Hey, can you bring up the NFC East real quick, Mark? Sorry.
I got the Cowboys and I got the Eagles. I think the Eagles gonna take it out to at the NFC, and I think that
that's just the AFC.
The Eagles gonna take it out of the AFC.
I mean, you're gonna have 3 teams coming out of that.
Who gonna get that? Who gonna get the? Eagles gonna take the division. I mean, the Cowboys gonna be a
wild card. And they'll probably be a wild card too, because I mean, look at that one. Look at the NFC West. I mean, they're done. The Cardinals are done.
The Niners lost their quarterback, so they going.
Well, it's gonna be interesting. They got the best defense in the NFL. But look at the Vikings division. Look,
the Lions are making a run, right?
Lions are making the Lions are making a run.
5-7.
No, they can get there. But then you go to the NFC South.
This
is garbage, bro.
Don't get me started, man.
Look at this.
Don't get me started on them Saints.
6-6.
Don't get me started on motherfucking Saints, bro.
Hey, Dennis Allen's done. He's a one and done guy.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a coordinator. We talked about this before. He's a coordinator. Who would you want to take that job?
I want Sean Payton to come back. That's what I want.
You can go the Rams. Watch.
You think so?
No, not the Rams. Sorry, the Chargers. Watch.
I hate that, man. I like that. The Chargers got a really good coach, man. They just in a tough ass division.
Yeah.
I would like to see. I mean, I wish. I want to see an offensive minded coach to come and take over.
Right.
Yeah, I want to.
Because that's what the NFL is now. These defensive mind defense isn't played what it was 20 years ago. The game has changed too much, and the league don't want that anyways.
I feel like if you have a defensive minded coach like the Saints got now, you're gonna play great defense, but offensively you're gonna struggle because the defenses are so intelligent, and you just really have to have a X's and O's type of dude to really get your offense off the ground. And there's, like you said, there's only 10 good quarterbacks in the league. And so you mean to tell me that you're going to have a lackluster offensive coaching group with the average ass or below average ass QB is a recipe for disaster. That's what happens to the Saints right now.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But when you look back at those divisions, though, I mean, it's amazing now, where back in the day, there'd be teams that were still trying to get their first win right now. And everyone's had a win. Everybody, there's a lot of teams that have over 4 wins. I mean, it's just, it's so competitive now.
It's just I think it's across the board, like you said, it's competitive. I mean, it's the type of, the level of player that you're getting now. It's so well coached up from college. And there's just like you had, back in the day, you had your Cowboys, you had your Niners, you had your traditional good teams, but now even the worst teams is fielding 4-8 or 4-9, and
well, no, it's just like Jacksonville. Jacksonville got Detroit beat them like a redheaded stepchild. They just destroyed them last week.
It's really any given Sunday now.
No, it is, and I think it's been like that for a long time. And I think when people aren't like hardcore football fans, like it's all about matchups. It's not like college.
It's all about matchups. College too, but definitely NFL is all about matchups.
But college is a little bit, if you have the better athlete, you're going to win. All the great athletes are in the NFL, so it's hard for the matchups. I mean, it's been very interesting. I mean, even with all the shit going on off the field with the NFL and what's going on with everything, it's pretty crazy. And it's just like, I'm excited to see what happens. I haven't put any bets down yet, and I don't think I will. But I mean, look at Minnesota,
man.
But
do not put no money on not Minnesota.
Everybody, dude, so many people hate on Kirk Cousins, bro.
It's not about hating on Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins he's gonna do what he does every year. He's gonna put up some attractive numbers. He gonna win you a game or 2, and then when it comes to the playoffs, what he gonna do? He gonna give you that
record.
game.
That's his record.
I will not put my money on Kirk Cousins, and that's my thing. Minnesota would be my dark horse team, but I just can't count on them.
Well, history repeats itself.
And Kirk did it in Washington. Kirk gonna do it in goddamn Minnesota. And they got the best receiver in football who's from LSU. Hey, no, man. I'm sorry.
I got somebody we can ask.
With you. I think it's funny as shit. That's all. That everybody doesn't like Kirk.
Let's ask Siri what she thinks about Kirk Cousins. Hey Siri, what do you think about Kirk Cousins?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Nope.
Listen. Hey, I want to see Kirk win. He's a likable dude, man. He's a likable dude. For me.
Oh, I get it, because
I just don't
that's
see
the
it,
whole
dog.
thing is when you talk about good quarterbacks and great quarterbacks. I mean, there's two great. I mean, how many great quarterbacks you think are in the NFL right now? Great.
Outside of Brady, nobody. No, just playing. outside of Brady and Rodgers, Mahomes,
Stafford. I think Stafford's going to retire, dude. He's on the injury reserve right now. I think it's done. I mean, that dude got his ass kicked in Detroit for so many years.
Yeah,
and he won his chip, and he went on. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
So those are what, throw in Lamar Jackson,
of course, and then you can put him maybe Josh Allen, maybe, but he's
Josh
had
up there.
Had some bad games this year.
Josh does not show up in that big game.
Yeah.
That's his problem. So I give you 5. Those are the top 5, right? Outside of that, A-Bear. What's the boy? Not A-Bear, but the Chargers. Hubert.
Dude, let me tell you something right now, since you just brought this up, okay? Because, I work at an establishment, and I see a lot and I have a couple regulars I really like. And there's this guy named Sean. Actually, he wants to get on one of these pods one day.
Bring him in, man.
And he's a Clipper and a Charger fan. Okay, he's hilarious.
He's an antithesis.
Yeah, he's a Clipper and a Charger fan, and he talks so much shit. It kills me, because I'm sitting there when they're playing the Raiders, right? And he goes, "Oh yeah, there goes Hubert, all pro. Missing, he can't hit a broadside of a barn." He talks shit like a Raider fan. Like when it was getting close, because I don't know what you're worried about. They're gonna fuck it up. They always do. And I was sitting there during the game, and he looked at me because I was right in front of the big screen.
Yeah.
And when Jacobs pitched that ball back to Derek, I go, "Dial it up." And then when when he threw it to Devontae, I was like, boom. And Sean just looked at me and goes, "Yeah, it's over." And it was in the third quarter. I mean, he is not a Hubert fan. He thinks he's overrated.
Oh.
He's overrated. He doesn't think he's good. And like I said, I think sometimes with these quarterbacks, they get so much praise so quick. They get fucking ruined so quick. And then they go on and they do good things. But then look at Baker. Baker got released by Carolina, and now he's in L.A. right now.
I got to be real with y'all.
Yeah.
I never believed in Baker.
No one did. No one did. I mean, let's just face the facts, man. Let's just face the facts. And I'm not taking away from Baker. I've heard good stories about the guy. I heard he's cool, but Colin Cowherd said it best.
What did he say?
He's a good quarterback. He's not a first overall pick.
That's what the fuck he was.
Yeah.
Baker's really likable.
Yeah.
Guess who? He reminds me a lot of Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
In a way that he's likable, but you wanna like him to be great.
Right.
But he's really not. Like, will Baker be a cool backup? Yeah. But I've never seen a player like Baker who get all of these commercials, right, and all of this, like the NFL, like pushing him to really be the poster child of the NFL. And he's never done anything on paper to say that he deserves that.
I agree with you on that.
Not even in college.
Yeah. Why do you think they do that?
I think you just come across quarterbacks who, like in college, that has that pizzazz, like that, and you always looking for that next face of the franchise. I mean, not franchise, but of the league. And he came up at a time like when you thought that when Breeze retired, Manning was out the door. We thought Brady was going to be out the door. So he ushered in the new quarterback.
Next All-American.
Yeah, he fits the prototype for him. So.
I mean, Philip Rivers is another one. He was a journeyman, and he was likable. Philip was
nice, man.
Philip had a lot of heart.
Knuckleball.
But no, when you sit there and you talk about Cleveland and everything, and my hearts go out to that fan base. Baker at least was better than Menzel. I mean, Menzel looked like he was playing in a Pop Warner game. He was so little out there,
Yeah.
I mean, Menzel to me is
the man, the myth, the legend.
If you want to put it that way. I mean, more about a myth, probably, unfortunately. And I hope he's gotten his life together because I know he was going down a spiral. See, when we talk about players on this show, I mean, they're always all better than us. It's just we're talking about them because that's what we do. And it's funny to see how they come out. Like, when you see these first-round picks come out, they don't do shit. I mean, Mel Kiper said it best. 50% of first-round picks pan out. 50%. 50. That's humongous.
Mm-hmm. But that's why it's important for a lot of these players. That's why the culture at these colleges where they come from is so important, because if you come from LSU, if you're a receiver come out of LSU, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's no different from Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, all the blue bloods.
All the big ones.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're going to get. But, you know, when you take a chance on a kid, you know, from somewhere where the culture.
Western Michigan, where Crosby came out, who was an absolute monster, dude. Max Crosby is a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Oh, but one thing that did get me, I saw a stat this week by Jimmy Garoppolo. And you're not gonna believe this. They had it. They showed his Jimmy G's record. I guess they compared it with the greats at San Francisco.
Yeah.
Guess who was 44-19 with the Niners? Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Guess who got the same record? Jimmy G, who's played in 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots, right?
As a backup, yeah.
And then so he goes to play with one with the Niners.
In 2019.
Has a record that's comparable to Joe Montana, the god of quarterbacking. And you want him out?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It is so because here's the thing. When I see people, and I gab a lot, as you know, and I see Niner fans, they either love him or hate him. And I don't understand the hate, because the dude just goes in there and wins games. He wins games. I don't care what he does. I mean, look at Trenton Dilfer when he won his ring with that Baltimore team. That dude just managed football
All
games.
he did was just show up to work.
He just went up and took snaps and did his thing. But see, Jimmy's done some good things, and they blame him so much.
Yeah.
What do you want? I mean, here's the thing. It's not all this. The Niners are playing old school football right now.
But that's the thing, though. They want to see that, 33 for 44, 400 yards every week. They want
four touchdown passes.
They're not that.
Yeah.
But Jimmy's not that either, though.
Well, he's not. But it don't matter. He's a leader. Obviously, they win.
Oh, of course. I mean, we get it. Like you ask me any day, do I want finesse wins, or if I want W's? Just period, plain out period. I want W's.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if you go out there and light them up, but we are record 8-8. Fuck all that. I want to be 12-4. Well, now it's 13-4.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I want to be when it comes playoff time. So you have to pick your poison. Sometimes it's not going to be pretty.
Right. It's not.
But I'm old school. So if you can tell me I got a good defense, a QB that's going to manage the game, and you tell me that we're going to win by 3 to 5 points, I got a chance to win by 3 to 5 every game, I'm taking that any game, man.
But but the thing is, and I agree with you, because I'm the same way. No one wants to see. They want to see all these bombs, long touchdowns, and all this shit. No, I don't either. I want to see defense.
Like, defense is sexy.
Oh, I love it, bro.
But
they don't even let them play anymore.
I mean, you got basketball numbers in football now. Somebody beating somebody 50 to 45.
Oh, in college, come on. In college, there was some games this year.
I mean, I guess they want to see offense, right?
They just want to see offense, and they won't let the defense can't do anything.
Fuck all that.
And I agree with you.
I want to see 2 men.
And that's how the game has changed. Yeah, I don't want to, but it's not going to happen anymore, because the way it is with the concussions, and they tried to save the game for safeties. I'll tell you what's interesting. In the last couple of weeks, do you see punt returns and our kickoff in a game, because they've changed that so much. Mm-hmm. Because I love to see kickoffs. I would love to see kickoffs, because I remember they called the guy that was right by the kicker the suicide, like the one on the kickoff. That dude. That was the wedge breaker.
Yeah.
And see, those guys may live in the NFL off of that, but that's is not a job anymore, because of the way the safety is of the league, which I understand. But I agree with you, man. I miss defense, seeing badass defense being played.
Hey, man, it's a brave new world. I don't know if we ever going to see what we used to see.
No, it's not. It's done.
Basketball, football, baseball. Even baseball, they eliminated the shift.
Here's the thing about the shift that drove me nuts. I just don't know why is athletic a baseball hitters now, how they couldn't just hit it to the left when they're
Yeah.
You know, how he could just do a bunt down there. Why they just couldn't do that?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's wide open. You might as well hit it over there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to answer that one. But I mean,
Wait, why are they getting rid of it? So this year they just it doesn't not like it happens often anyways.
No, you shifting probably every other batter. It depends on who you is. So,
what do you mean?
Just shift. So when it happens,
Not when like the whole team goes the other side.
Yeah. So like when the infield goes to the left or the right and the outfield come in and out based off of the analytics and the batter. So if you got Jason Giambi coming up bat, he's a lefty. So he's gonna pull 9 times out of 10. The analytics say that he's gonna pull to this quadrant or to this quadrant of the field instead of this side. So he's gonna shift everybody to the left. And if he's hitting, let's say he's hitting it's 60 game in the season right now. He's probably at his 25th homer. That means that he's going to probably hit a home run, or he has a better chance to hit a home run, or hit it deep into the outfield. So, or then when you got somebody like I'm saying Lenny Dykstra, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's random. Like I can't.
Since you brought that up, okay, when I was a kid,
it's crazy. I watch current baseball, right? But when I start talking about baseball, I start thinking about everybody from back when I was a kid. So it's weird, but
dude. So I grew up in Salinas, California, right? And the single A team for the Mariners were the Salinas Spurs.
Okay.
Lenny Dykstra brothers was there as an umpire, and I found out, and I was a kid. I was probably like 9 or 10. And I went up there and knocked on the umpire's room. My dad was with me, and I go, hey, I heard you're Lenny's brother. Can you have him? And the Giants are playing the Mets. And he's well, I'm going to see him tomorrow. Give me some. So he got him to sign a card for me, and I still have the card.
Dope.
Yeah, it was cool. But
Lenny, what is the odds of me bringing up Lenny Dykstra?
No, I have the card, but it's not certified. But I still have the card.
You got to bring it in, man.
Yeah, I'll bring it. I have the card.
That's crazy.
I have the card. And
that's crazy.
Lenny was a fucking shit show after baseball. Fucking him and his roids and all this shit. And he was trying to be he did time, the stock brother, the stock market and being a broker. But yeah, Lenny Dykstra. They used to call him Nails, man. No, I know a lot of old time baseball like you do. I mean, that's when it was the shit.
Yeah.
Now it's fucking all analytic bullshit.
It's all analytics, man. So yeah,
but the actual shift, like, and because I know baseball pretty well too, but like but the actual shift where you take like the second baseman, everybody shifts over, but that rarely happens.
Oh, it happens more than you think. It happens all the time. Yeah.
Because analytics, it happens all the time now.
They do it all the time.
That's how disconnected I am.
They keep the cars in the helmet and their hat. They take the hat off when they give the signs, whatever. And I kid you not, I watched every baseball game.
Since when did they really start doing this
about
shit?
3 years ago. About 3 years ago, it really started. I'm like literally, it really got intense about 3 years ago.
But otherwise, you would see it. Yeah, you would see it like every once in a while or whatever. That's why I'm like tripping because that makes sense.
The only time you would see it with someone who's a really contact hitter who can really manipulate that ball really heavy.
Yeah.
But now it's like everyone does it because like so many analytics and it got a pinpoint accuracy to like the percentage of the chance that the ball can go in this direction now. But so I guess in effect it has affected the scoring in baseball.
So you think it's smart that they get rid of the shift, or maybe batters should get better at being able to deflect and go the opposite way if necessary?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I think with them eliminating the shift, now that you're going to have higher. I guess the hope is to have higher scoring games, make it more exciting.
Offense, just like all these scoring basketball games get the fans more excited. But at the same time, it's like I think the real fans want to see that action, see that defense.
And the crazy thing is because it's like I'm not a full out traditionalist. I think some things are good for the game. Maybe this might be good for the game. I don't know,
but the thing is, since we're on this subject, Aaron Judge, he just got $360 million for 9 years. Now, I believe Babe Ruth back in 1919 was eating hot dogs and pounding fucking beers, got $100,000 to play. Now look at it. $360 million.
Buckaroo.
I mean, it's insane how much these guys are getting paid. And I'm shocked by it because I thought he was going to get $500 million.
I thought he was for all that fuss and him betting on himself. Yeah, and I'm gonna go see the field, play the field, and see what's gonna happen. I thought he was gonna get upwards at least $450 million.
I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to San Francisco. I thought it was done too. So did I. I mean, then it came out.
Hey, Joe, is that what you're talking about?
What?
He got a glizzy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's the Bambi. That dude, when you watch some of those the documentaries, the movie on him, dude, back then, are you kidding me?
Let me tell you something. Everybody want to talk noise about eating a glizzy. The great was eating glizzies.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that fit too.
Well, he just got off the trash truck, and then he's coming down, like, take a bite to eat to go hit some home runs.
Right. Because I love John Goodman and when he played him. And that one scene when he comes in when he's all hammered, hey, Slick, and he comes in and just hits the home run. I
love John Candy.
No, Goodman.
I mean, Goodman.
You like John Candy too.
Now I'm thinking about the movie with John Candy and Goodman.
Yes.
Was it Uncle Buck?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, Goodman wasn't in that.
Was it? He wasn't in it?
No.
Just John Candy.
No, I'm thinking
Candy.
about
There you go.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Up top.
No, John Candy wasn't in that either. That's Goodman right there. He looked like fucking Babe.
Wait, who played the Babe in Sandlot? Oh, no, yeah, it was in his dream. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look it up since we're on that route right now. It wasn't me.
Together? Did they do the movie together?
We might as well look that up too since we're on it. We're having fun with this.
I thought they did.
No, Candy, they didn't do one.
Remember this? Heroes get remembered. Legends never die.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was that scene right there.
The Great Bambino.
What did he say? The Salt and the SWAT. The King of Crash. Oh, I thought you meant the Great Bambi.
Bambi. I mean, when we look at this, he was $100,000. And now look at it.
But
it's almost 100 years.
Back then, though.
Yeah, but it's almost 100 years, basically. $360 million.
That's a lot of money, man.
$360
I mean, you know how
million.
they talk about baseball got old money?
Yeah.
Well, how much money do they goddamn got? Because
Right.
everybody getting paid.
What's that right there? No, that's not him.
I don't think they're in the same movie.
No, I don't think you're either.
I must have been another cat that was big like that with John Goodman.
King Ralph. No, he wasn't in there too.
It might not. It might have been a figment of my imagination. I might be making this shit up.
Fake it till you make it.
It's all blending together. I can't remember. What's today?
Oh no, because we go.
Today?
Today is the 7th.
That would have been it was a good movie though.
Actually, you know what? God Bless America. This is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Was today, December 7th.
December 7th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about what's going on then. You know, thank God we haven't had to go through that again. I mean, besides September 11th, I mean, that's some real shit that has popped up on this day. But, you know, I mean, anyways, moving it forward. So, I mean, yeah, with baseball, with the offseason going on, Kershaw staying. I mean, Bellinger left, went to the Cubs. Trey Turner, I forgot where he went.
Phillies.
He left. He went to the Phillies. I mean, and then the big Verlander to New York.
You know what? This is my thing. Let's talk about it. First of all, fuck the Mets.
I agree with you a little bit. Even though I was a Mets fan when I was a kid, but that was different. I played for the Mets when I was a kid in Little League, so I thought it was Gary Carter.
You have a Piazza jersey?
And I played. No, I don't. No, I told you we older than you, Mark. I'm the oldest one here. I played catcher for the Mets in Little League, wore number 8, and thought I was fucking Gary Carter. Which isn't a bad thing as a kid to have an idol. I thought I was Gary Carter. I wanted to be Gary Carter.
I'll be real.
Obviously, it didn't work out.
I'll be real. I like the Mets. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
But back when Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, Darryl, Dwight, Keith Hernandez, Lenny Dykstra, we already talked about, Kevin Mitchell.
All of them was on the same.
Kevin Mitchell, Ron Darling. I mean, I can go on and on.
I can only imagine what those flights, what the fuck they was doing.
Bro, did you see the documentary on the Mets? Did you see that documentary?
It was so good.
You know how much cocaine was going on in there?
Bro, the record numbers. Dude,
those dudes just partied. They didn't do nothing. They talked about they all took those greenies.
Yeah.
Those amphetamines to get them all to get through the night games.
That's
crazy. I mean, it is crazy. And now it's like the way they do baseball, Moneyball is a real thing, but the Mets aren't going to win next year.
Fuck no. They're never going to win. The Mets are never going to win.
He's very passionate about it like this.
I can't stand the Mets, man. What they do is they go spend all this damn money and they're going to lose. What they did last year, they beat us. They started out, they beat us the first series of the season. I think the next one we kind of like split. They beat us bad in the next series, and the fourth one we kind of split. Came all the way down to the last series, and they started out. They got on a run. They jumped out like 14-1 and 2 or some shit like that. I don't know. It was real good. We started out real slow because we just won a championship. Whatever.
When you say you're talking about the Braves?
The Braves.
Yeah, here we go with that we word. We'll get into that later. No. We'll get
us.
No. Okay.
We, us.
Just finish right now, then I'll talk about we.
Anyway.
Heating up.
Yeah.
So they did all that shit to come down to the last series of the year, and we beat them. I think we swept them to take the lead of the NL East, and then they go fall dead smack on their face the first damn series. But meanwhile, all their fan base talks so much shit. Every game, let's fucking go, Mets. Every time we play them, they just thought, we're going to win it all this year. Fall dead smack on their face. Fuck the Mets.
Okay. He just opened up some with me and Mark knows about. When you say we, us. Okay? You can say, you don't, but you're a fan, okay? They're not paying you. And when I talk about Raider Nation, I talk about the fan base. I'm okay the way you struck it when you said it, but my pet peeve is when people go, well, we didn't do this. Motherfucker, you don't know anything about fucking the game you're in. I'm not saying you, okay? So you go to us. I don't say we at all. When I say we, it's Raider Nation. Just like.
We.
Okay? If that's the thing you want to do, fine. I respect you on a different level.
We're us. Okay. We're doing.
He was trying to change that respect. It's just like, I got a lot of shit. A couple years ago, I did a fucking Super Bowl commercial on how to wear Chiefs gear. I haven't really been open up about this.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk
Hold
about
on, no, dude. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea. Okay, so recently I booked another job. Thank God something came along because that couldn't have been my last paying gig. And when I was in the commercial, they gave me this fisherman hat, right? Mm-hmm. I put it low so I could hide my face. Because everybody was like, well, it's a conflict of interest. What are you doing? Is that really a diehard fan? What am I supposed to do? The Raiders ain't paying me.
True.
Wait, is this when you change your opinion on it?
No.
When you
No. I never changed my opinion. But here's what I was trying to say is, the Raiders ain't paying me. Okay. What am I supposed to tell the casting director? No, I can't do it. I'm a Raider fan. What am I supposed to do? My agent? No, I can't be a Raider fan. I had to do it. And people were talking shit. And I said just like this: the Raiders, the NFL, or the Chiefs aren't paying me. Google is.
Wait. So what if like say, the Raiders see this, they're like, hey man, we love what you do.
I hope
we want you to do some like color commentary on whatever. At that point, would you be able to say us?
Yeah, because I'm working for them. If I'm working for them, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things there, and we can debate about it. It's fun, but that's just me. But my point is about that Chief shit. I got so much backlash, and we're all in the business.
Let me tell you something.
What am I supposed to do? Say, nope, I can't do it. I had to.
If I booked the role and I had to put an Alabama jersey on, I don't care if I got to put the goddamn mascot uniform on. I'm gonna be the biggest Alabama fan in that damn moment. You better get that money. They don't pay me. It's still us though, but they don't pay me.
And you know what? It happened because years ago I did a commercial with Chad Johnson on NFL Network, and I remember we were when I went to the wardrobe.
Child, please.
I love that dude. He was so cool. So they had a Pennington and a Brady. I'm like, just go to the Pennington one. Thank God. And this time it didn't work out. So, because what happened was it was for the Super Bowl, so it was Titans Chiefs. So we did two different ones, two different commercials. We did one in Titans gear and Chiefs gear. Titans didn't win, so I came out in the Chiefs gear. I have a friend that still has it on his phone. When I call him, it comes up just to fuck with me. So that's some real shit. I mean,
man, listen, it sounded like you was a smart man. You got that.
I had to do it. There's no way I'd ever do that.
Hey, you're lucky I can't find it on the internet right now.
I was about to say, find the picture.
Wait, where can I find it? It's somewhere, right? What is the?
I might even have it on the phone right now.
Yeah, well, next episode maybe we'll throw it on there.
I could have Steve send me. Steve's got it somewhere.
Yeah, send that link for all of our.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and sign this one off, and we appreciate everybody watching. Stop, drop, and listen.
Yes, sir.
And I'm Joe Rosati, and you can find me on Instagram at Rizot and the Hizot. Go ahead. I didn't do the 3 like usual, Mark. I'm sorry about that.
And I'm Darryl Blalock, and you can find me on Instagram at Darryl Blalock Jr. and Facebook Darryl Blalock and Twitter.
There he goes. Tell him.
No, I don't mind you saying where the 3 things. Joe, just the first episode, Joe introduced himself as, "What's up? I'm Joe Rosati, Big Joe, Rizot and Hizot," and and it wasn't even his handle; it was just his nickname.
Yeah, it was like Apollo Creed in Rocky IV.
I'm sorry, but did you hear about what's going on with the Apollo? Not Apollo, but the Rocky
Creed.
Yeah, with the Creed.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, what's going on? Michael B. Jordan is directing it, right?
I think so, but
Stallone's pissed.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, Stallone's
He's not even pissed. He's just hurt.
You can't have it all, man.
I know, right?
You can't have it all.
I didn't know he wasn't the producer on there though.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Wow.
I thought at this point he was probably a producer or.
You have to be executive producer on everything, right? Because even what's his name even pitched the Creed idea to him directly,
right.
I believe.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
interesting.
So I think he was just a writer?
Who
of the original?
Who
Stallone
wrote and starred in the original.
That's what I thought, but he never was a producer.
Never?
I don't know, because he's not a producer. Well, he's not a producer on Creed, but I thought because of the franchise that he
might have been a producer on the Creed, because I still remember how low budget Creed was.
Well, he's not the EP though.
Yeah, he's not the EP. That's true. All right, we see y'all next week.
Have a good one. Mastermynd Sports. Peace.